You got challenges that you're going to run across.
As I fight out the coffin and get to the ground level, that's the release. I'm released now. I'm out. Dust coming off. I'm out. All the relationships that I built in digging out, those the majority of those relationships were to get me out the coffin. I've still had to build another level, another layers of relationships to be activated in the world, because a lot of the plans I had based on people I had met while I was in prison, it didn't come through. Because my employment, I had like 5 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dead. Nothing came through. Nothing came through. I was making $9 an hour cleaning crap off of toilets. Nothing came through.
Is there a relationship that you still have with somebody back in prison?
I mean, I do, but I can't really connect with them right now. I can't connect because I'm on paper. Yeah, I'm on paper, so I can't. So I know they there. I still got love for them. You know, as I work myself and get myself reacclimated back in society, I'll be able to reach back in. But really, they disconnect you from that, and I get it though. I understand it because of what we was just saying about.
Women, speak on that. Tell me why you feel like they disconnect you from that, and you get why they do that. Why?
I get it. Okay, when you on parole, they don't want you really having a lot of communication and activity with other guys that are in prison. Because think about this, I was in prison for 23 years and 1 month. So my whole filter and perspective, the majority of how I see things is through prison. So if you allow me to talk to all my buddies, if I could talk to the 3 guys I was talking to all the time, every day, what would we talk about? Because all 3 of them in the coffin still.
But couldn't you now mentor and coach them though, Lou? Couldn't you now mentor and coach them?
What is the thing? I would have to coach them at a prison level. Let me tell you, let me show you why I get it. It took until I got out in October. I want to say maybe the summer of 22, when I realized, even when I was speaking, and I was still always using a jail analogy. What happened this one time at the chow hall? What happened this one time in the basketball league? My whole reference was prison. And I became conscious of it. So then I said, no, I got to break that. So my analogy got to be real life analogy. It got to be things that's going on here. And it's a reason for that. Because everything even though I experienced it there, I learned the lesson there. I got to break free from everything. My reference is that I was born in prison or something with a potato chip bag on my head or something. Like I was born in prison. So you have to untangle yourself from the prison mentality, because the prison mentality ain't all negative stuff. Everything can't be filtered through. I remember when I first time I went to the doctor's office and stuff like that, I was still asking permission to go to the bathroom. Like I come in like, can I use the bathroom? And they look at me like, yeah. I'm like, where is it? Like I said, so I can go back there? Because in prison, you got to ask permission for everything. Mm-hmm. So that took like a few months for me to recognize that and say, why do I do that?
Hey.
Yes.
Can I get some salt?
I'll bring you some on my next round.
And I need some toilet paper too.
Okay.
And a toothbrush.
Now you might have to get all that when you come out.
Well, look, I also need to take a shower. I ain't taking no shower in damn 2 days.
I went to the one doctor. I asked, can I bring my phone back there? Because like in prison, if you got like a tablet, they don't let you bring your tablet. So the tablet is like the phone. I can't bring my tablet in the back. So it was just a lot of stuff that you don't know, because you can practice all you want. I was prepared. It was a lot of mental toughness. The acceptance of adversity is what prepared me for whatever adversity would come. But the details of what the adversity would be or what the challenges would be, you never know. You never know. That's why can't nobody tell you what you should be doing with your life, because they don't know. You don't know. They don't know. How can they know what's going to be next? But I was ready for adversity. So I was able to always stop, go a certain distance. I'm like, wait a minute. This ain't making sense because you ain't getting the outcomes you want. Mm-hmm. See, life is measured by your outcomes, so I had to go and compare. What are you doing? Right. Problems come 3 ways: through lies, rebellion, and competition. Either you believe something that's not true, that's your problem. You either rebellious against the truth that you know to be true, or you're being competitive, because only collaboration works. Competition really is not real. Only collaboration works. Mm-hmm. So these are any problem you got, anytime you're struggling with anything, filter through them 3 things. Stop, ask yourself, am I believing something that's not true? Technology. This phone. Listen, I have been, this laptop I'm on right now, I just sat nights staying up trying to get this laptop to work and do what people tell me it can do with tears in my eyes, wanting to throw it against the wall, right? My brother bought me a laptop, right? I didn't know it had to be set up and you had to put the apps on there. So I'm getting advice from people. Hey, just do this and do that. I don't have the apps on there. So it's impossible for the thing to work. But I didn't know that. Who tells you that? I have no idea.
Right.
I didn't know. It was impossible for me to work. And every time I had an issue, this is the killer. Oh, you just ain't doing it, right? Doing it. And then once they look at it and find out, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Like I ain't trying. So that was, and what I had to do was I had to stop. I had a preconceived notion about how technology would work. Because I wasn't scared of technology. I'm like, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna click some stuff, I'm gonna have this stuff roll. Remember this stuff? I was confident. I'm like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
All this is your Rolodex in your hand, the old school Rolodex, the yellow page, a calendar, all the encyclopedias of the world, some music and some books. That's all this is, and pictures and a camera. The only thing that actually they have all like if you go to register for something, that it's upon human error. It wasn't as good as the people that make Amazon apps. The app ain't gonna work that good. So it's still based upon humans. They haven't perfected anything. You see what I'm saying? You ever had a bad app or a good, like, I can't log in. It's still based on whoever programmed it in there. So when I filtered it through the 3, stop, examine, compare, I reset, new idea. And one of my mentors, I'm down there having a problem with the laptop, logging into this app. And I saw him, it took him like an hour. It took him like an hour to figure it out, but he was calm. And it clicked in my mind, Lewis, this man been out here, Ralph, like 70 years old. He didn't design systems and all this. If it took him an hour of patience to figure it out, why in the world do you think it's gonna click for you? You believe in the lie. You lie to yourself. So when I stopped finding my,
make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the all button and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to have a lot of good interviews on this podcast.